Alright, weiter geht's. Wir waren, stimmt, bei diesem Turm. Wir sind vom Berg runtergerutscht. Da unten war dieser dumme Fettsack. Ja, hat sich doch gelöst. Da war hier doch irgendwas, ja. Das waren hier unten Pflanzen. Und da halt Fenster. Oh, das ist krass. Die habe ich auch voll vergessen. Ah, gleich. Oh, jetzt geht das Game erst richtig los, ne? Ich glaube, der ist mal ein paar größer, oder? Ah, das sind die Camps hier, ne? Da liegt irgendwas.
Gemstone.
Grünklang.
It's green like blaze, but
Du hast Stück Grünland gefunden, ein seltenes und wertvolle Ressource. Grünland kann genutzt werden, um Waffen und Outfits zu verbessern und damit bestimmten Händlern getauscht werden. Es ist auf der ganzen Welt versteckt. Gehen wir da zum Fragezeichen. Digga, wie klettern die da hoch, Alter? Holt sich das. Was?
This place has seen better days.
Genau deswegen habe ich die Leiter runter gemacht. Und auch hier. Und weiter auch hier. Hier hin. Dann hier hin. Hier hin.
Some kind of device. The metal reflects the sun. Send a signal? Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later.
Kann ich jetzt einfach runterspringen oder wie sieht's aus? Gibt's Fallschaden?
I don't think I can get past them. Guess I should leave it for now.
Das ist eine Kiste. Komm, was soll's, spring einfach runter. Was soll passieren, als zu sterben?
A dyer can make use of this.
Okay, es gibt Fallschaden. Oh, das ist noch eine Kiste. Hab ich gar nicht gesehen.
That must be chain scrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear too.
Hallo?
Outlander approaching.
Is that the Savior? Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jaruf's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Nur
Petra?
kurz pausiert.
Aloy, what are you doing here?
Oh,
About
Petra.
time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on.
I...
Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flamehair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Will ich Alk oder will ich nicht Alk?
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first
Okay.
things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
How am I supposed to work with a hammer in this state?
Hey, Bogen
Open
upgraden.
blows that whistle, know what's working.
Waffen-Upgrades. Bogen. Okay, was macht's jetzt? Oh, Säurepfeile. Und das macht Waffenstatistik. Und das ist Lehren. Okay, ja, skip. Egal. Ah, ja. Bruder. Ja.
Shop looks closed.
Yep,
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
Die Munition der Säure Schaden verursacht ist in deinem Dachwegbar. Scanne Gegner den Fokus um herauszufinden, ob sie Säure anfällig sind. Gegner mit Säure zu treffen, baut ihre koordinierten Zustand auf. Sobald dieser Zustand aktiv ist, nimmt die Rüstung des Gegners
Open and his
Schaden über die Zeit und der Widerstand gegen Schaden ist geringer. Säure kann es dann mit Säure teilen, um sie zu sprengen, um ein großes Element der Fusion auszuführen. Okay.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks. What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Olvin probably threatened to cut off her pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it?
So.
You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, the tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvind and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Who's Corvind?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvin, his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. Zum Lagerfeuer. damit die Stadt eine Form von Kampf ist. Ist hier oben. Da.
You mean the land that honest Aldrum lived?
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there. And not just against machines. Name's Odin. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
Ja.
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Nahkampfplätze sind dafür da, denn Nahkampfkünste gegen andere menschliche Gegner zu testen. Schließe alle Herausforderungen gegen andere Kämpfer ab und schließe gegen den Meister, um schließlich gegen den Lehrmeister anzutreten. Es erlaubt dir außerdem, deine Nahkampfkünste in einem Tutorial gezielt zu üben oder ein offenes Training durchzuführen. Noch nicht, später erst.
Don't blow your blade.
Hey, Lloyd. Change your mind about that bro?
It's a Tenakth game, but any try.
Was ist
I
das
was
hier?
just passing by.
First
draußen ist
timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set. A Tenakth original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win at all my boards, too.
Ich will nicht spielen, Alter.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tenakth like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so you see that there is how
Ja, deine Fresse,
and
ich.
I
Scheißegal,
usually
okay.
pick up. Remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Move that machine. Gotta move. Easy enough. Now, you just need. Gotta move that machine forward. Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process.
Da. Nutzung, Maschinen, Winkel,
Move that. Gotta move that machine.
Immer so
Just
vorwärts,
needs-
Junge. Was, Alter? Fuck mich doch.
Perfect. We're forging. And we're back to you. Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough. Move that machine close enough to attack mine. When performed, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent. A machine and it this and so since and just so this did you knew you were a smart one.
Dann ist halt eine Fressen.
Now see you try it out. Down now over but so use it. That's now. I'll let that machine, same as in the wilds. Machines have both armor. You can see them hit them now. Here, now. Off. You're go. You've but if you open by the you puts over.
Das war ein schlechtes Spiel,
We
Alter.
good. You're good. Which that's now. But that just you'd be. Oh, it's a but you might pay though. Then oh, you know. Now, I get that. I'll see you later, Aloy.
Tschüss. Stück 43. Da.
I'm not climbing up there. You come down.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Okay.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Wie komme ich jetzt hier raus, Alter?
Watch where you go.
Dann Fresse.
Oh, watch out.
Hallo. Man kann nicht wohl nicht reden. Das ist auch wunderlich. So.
I didn't do nothing. Am I lost, or am I exactly where I'm meant to be?
Hallo.
Oh, thought you were someone else.
Oh, ups.
Still on for that ale?
Es kann in jeder Siedlung aber auch an vielen verschiedenen Orten auf der Welt gefunden werden. Wenn der Weg davon ist, die du nicht mehr fahren kannst, werden die Touristen dann vor Ort geschickt. Von dort aus kannst du der Weg irgendwie wieder zurückkommen und deine Ressourcen aufladen, indem du viel gedrückt hältst. Da ist die Werkbank. Das ist der letzte und dann noch mit jedem Gewehr.
I hear Ulvund. What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freehold, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble? Ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Oseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the backbreaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Oseram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
Der labert Scheiße.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Muss hier raus. Digga.
Takes more than that to keep me down. Ignoring me again?
Ich kann hier oben lang. Das ist die Stadt wieder. Okay. Das ist giftig. Ah, hier. Was ist das? Wo geht der Weg? So. Ah, warum krieg ich dafür nicht? Das Schwein, Digga. Ich hätte den Kill auch ehrlich geklaut.
Come on!
So, das ist meiner.
This whole area is rigged with.
You! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers!
It's always something.
Hold tight. I'll see what I can do.
Try luring them into tripwire! Why kill it like that? You think the tripwires are... Kill them however you want! Wire's better though! Use the tripwire! Won't know what hit them!
That's the last one.
Hello, Red. What a day, what a day. Thank the Forge you showed up. Tripwire's handy. Not in the youngins' game. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
Hallo.
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do.
South, after more bristlebacks?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess. Ulvund.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulvund discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Erend headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Stolperfallen haben dieses verschiedene Arten von Stolpertritten zu platzieren. Dabei soll man wieder zu den ersten Anerkennung setzen, die Feuer erneut um einen zweiten zu platzieren. Es gibt ein Limit, wie viele Stolpertritten man zur selben Zeit platzieren kann. Was? Also, das ist mir egal. Beschleunigen, bremsen, absteigen, zurückhalten und dann loslassen, losspringen. Leichter Nahkampf, schwerer Nahkampf. Junge, was wird das Game von mir, Alter? Guck mal, ich hab.
Something else you needed?
I should keep moving.
Yeah, I'll ramble all day if you let me. Carry on.
Nö, ich geh zum Lagerfeuer.
Find something interesting inside.
Tak, 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 tak. Komm mal her mit Pferd.
I'd like to feel my legs again if you don't mind, Savior.
Was willst du? Mich nicht ab, Digga. Okay. Nur jetzt mit Dankeschön sagen?
Mighty
Warum?
thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Wadis's delegate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
I should probably get going.
Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks...
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're handy in a pinch.
Thanks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
Füllende Rauch, um Gegner in der Nähe zu verwirren und zurück in die Tarnung zu flechten. Rauchen können unter Wasser benutzt werden. Fleisch.
Machine will take a lot of damage from acid.
Oh, was ist das denn?
Okay, what do we have in here?
Ach so.
A relic. How do I get to it?
Komm ich von unten rein? Nein. Da lang muss ich.
Looks like this door needs some kind of key module. Maybe there's one in the ruin?
Was ist das, Digga?
The signal my focus picked up is coming from that metal tower. Maybe I should check it out.
Gleich, nicht jetzt. Ich brauche diesen Schlüssel. Wie komme ich da rein? Okay.
There's data here. There's a code for the locked door in this data. But I still need to find a key module. There's nothing for my polecaster to latch onto.
Cool. Ich verstehe das Rätsel nicht so ganz. Da ist noch was.
There. That should be enough wild meat for Mildef. Great. This should be useful. Yeah, it won't work this close.
Okay, so.
Okay, gotta find a key for the door. that.
Warum? Hallo.
There's more of the ruin down here. Where to now? There. More light down here.
Ich check nicht, was ich machen muss. Ich gehe raus. Scheiß drauf, Alter. Komm, Bock mehr.
An image from the old world. Looks like some kind of building in front of sheer cliffs. The image is incomplete. But maybe if I line it up exactly with where it was taken, my focus can fill in the rest. I don't think that's right. I better keep looking.
Das doch. So.
It looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby? Nope. I should find another spot.
Da ist die Brücke.
Ruins of a bridge. Maybe it's the same one from the image. I could try to line it up around here. I think I'm almost in the right spot. That did it. Huh. Completing the image unlocked a data file. It looks like these vista points were made by Miriam Technologies. That was Elizabeth's company. I wonder if I can find more of them out in the wild.
Ne, das wird jetzt aber fast höher, weil wir haben jetzt schon eine Stunde. So.